have people ask me, what is it you specifically do? What's the service that you specifically provide for people? So in this little video here, I'm going to give you an overview of the 5-step system, the property wealth plan system that we teach people. And really what we're basically doing is, step number 1 is that we do a free personal wealth review. So we need to get a really good understanding of where you're at financially and potentially where you're heading. If you've seen me out and about speaking in public, you probably would have filled in one of these forms. If you haven't, text your name and your email address to 0439 541 704 and fill in the form online, and we'll do a free personal wealth review. So basically, the first step up here is just to do a review of your current situation and have a look at what you can and can't do, what you can afford to do, what's your comfort levels, and get a really good snapshot of where you're heading financially. As I've said earlier in other videos, most people are purely relying on superannuation to get them through, but at the end of the day, super's not going to cut it for most people. So we do that free review just to see what you can do. Can you afford to do anything? Are you structured right? Are your loans right? We look at everything you've got going on and make some recommendations and actually help people save money or make money at the first appointment. Second thing we do though is we do a touch base with the finance broker or with the tax accountant, depending on your personal situation. Now, these guys are professionals at what they do, professional investors, specialising in property and specialising in tradies, and this is what we do. So look at loans, look at interest rates, look at structures, look at the tax side of things, look at tax implications. Are you set up right? And how do you move forward and how do you get ahead? Get all that under control. So step 1's a review, step 2 is getting more in depth about all that. Step 3 is then with the property advisor. Basically we've got an in-depth property analysis research arm going on here, where we're looking at what are the good areas to invest in, what's the demographic data going on there, where's the infrastructure, where's the government money being spent, where's private investment, where are the jobs, where are the growth, demand, supply, rental vacancies, all that sort of stuff is covered. So we get in nitty gritty, we get our hands dirty and show you why we're looking at particular areas, why we're looking at specific type of properties. The research that we do on that is priceless, and basically if you were to go out and try and do it yourself, you'd be out there for 1.5 to 2 years and you wouldn't even get half of what we've done. So we do the legwork for you there. The next step after that, for people who want to go forward and invest with us with property, we'll have the loan set up, the structure set up, the taxation side of it covered, the right property research is already done. You then get to go and sit with a legal conveyancer who is totally independent of me and my business, and he will take you through the contracts, insert clauses, do that type of thing. That's all fine. That's just a safety measure that I put in just to help people with a little bit more security. The next thing that happens after that is we also help you set up with property management. We've got property management set up now so we can get your property looked after, get it rented, get it tenanted, and make sure that it's overseen. We also need to look at your insurances, make sure you've got the right insurances in place. You don't want to be laying in bed at night time worrying about something. If you've got the right insurances in place and you keep yourself well covered, then the odds are, if you've bought the right property, got it in the right location, got the right property manager involved, got the right tenant going in there, your problems really should be minimal. 16 years I've had one issue with properties and property management, so we get that handled as well. The other thing we do at that point too is we look at depreciation schedules. I quite often see people who have invested in property. I might just do another video on this for people to understand, but I've seen investors before who have got properties and they do not have any type of depreciation schedule, therefore they're missing out on a whole range of tax issues. One particular client, we showed him what was wrong, ended up he picked up $27,000 just with the last couple of years where he missed out. And finally, after that, then basically we just do ongoing reviews and support and education. So we're going to review your properties, we're going to review your taxes, we're going to review your interest rates, we're going to review your loans, your personal situation. Things change, life changes. In a nutshell, 5 basic steps. We go along, we hold your hand and we take you through the process. If you can't do something and you can't afford to do something, we'll tell you up front, right? We won't drag people in and go, hey, let's get them in and just get something done. That's not the way that we work. It needs to be done right. You need to be comfortable about it. You need to understand it, and you need to know that you've got the potential and the capability to do that. You need to know financially you can comfortably afford that without affecting your current lifestyle. So again, the 5-step system, it's pretty simple, it's pretty basic, but it's just step 1, get yourself the free review. So if you haven't filled out the form yet, again, text your number to name and email address to 0439 541 704 and we'll come forward and help you. Have a great day.